All military service members have a common bond, but those who served in Vietnam have a different type of experience that makes their connection unique no matter the job they had.
In our final installment of the Vietnam War 50 years later, Ansley Daniel shares the friendship of a group of Vietnam veterans.
On any given night, the canteen at VFW Post 2108 is full of veterans.
If you really just want to hang around with somebody that you got that common thing with, you can find them right here.
And several times a week, you'll find Bill, John, and TJ, 3 Vietnam veterans who have been friends for years, but not meeting until decades after returning home.
I didn't have much choice. I was proud to go serve. And I wasn't going to Canada, so these Tennesseans went and did what they had to do.
I went at 17, got out at 38. I think it was either stay in service or go to jail.
That was your option first.
Well, no, it was voluntary, but I mean, that's the way I was going.
Everybody had a different job. Bill's job is a lot different from mine. He's out here in the middle of that jungle, and I wasn't in the middle of that jungle, but I was still in danger at sometimes, you know. And it's just a camaraderie. Everybody's got something in common that you were there.
One drafted in the Army, the other 2 volunteering in the Navy.
My first day getting off the airplane, when I got there, they put me in a cattle car. With the slats down the side, you know, they put us all in a great big trailer. A cattle car is what it was like. And all I could see was rockets going off, and I thought, this is not going to be a good deal. All I could see was stuff flying through the skies, and I thought, well, this ain't good.
I was in the infantry division. I carried an M60 machine gun in combat in the jungle. Had my home on my back every day and slept on the ground every night and humped 6 miles a day every day, trying to find the enemy and hope they didn't find us.
E7 come up to me at about 8 o'clock at night. Said, "You got the watch?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "Here." He slaps me with an M16. He says, "Go up on a rough, shoot anything that moves." What?
Shoot anything that moves.
I said, "Anything?" He says, "Anything." Thank God I didn't see anything move.
A friendship deepened by how they were treated after serving their country, even by those who served before them.
Ours a little more because of the homecoming.
Yeah, probably so.
Where ours, you know, you have people coming back from the box, and there were people in the airport with flags and say, "Welcome home, welcome home." We come home, and the last thing they were waving to us was a flag.
Years ago, older veterans didn't want the Vietnam veterans in the Viet. They didn't welcome you to the VFW.
It wasn't a war.
Huh?
It wasn't a war.
They didn't welcome you very good. They didn't want World War II guys, didn't want Vietnam, Korea guys, didn't want Vietnam veterans in. I don't know, just the way they felt.
Now they're often thanked for their service, and there's no place they'd rather be than the VFW.
It's pretty important to come in and be able to talk to somebody that went through what you did.
It's not every sentence, every word about Vietnam. It's about camaraderie, being around each other, having a good time.
The camaraderie that we had when we were in the service isn't the same as on the outside. The friendships are different.
Ansley Daniel reporting. This Sunday, our parent company Nexstar will air a special program titled The Vietnam War Flight to a New Future. The special will highlight Operation Baby Lift and the efforts to bring Vietnamese orphans to the U.S. and other countries at the end of the war. Once again, that airs this Sunday, May 4th at 9 p.m. on News Nation.